Good morning, peeps. Another extract today of my diary. Firstly, I just want to say that my migraine marathon have come to a bit of an end. I had a migraine last night for the first time in 11 days. But 11 days without migraine was good going. So thankfully it was quite late last night, around about 11 o'clock. So I just took my little self off to bed. I didn't take a tablet because I don't really want to take anything that I don't need to. So I didn't take a tablet and took my little self off to bed. I didn't have a great night's sleep as I had a bit of bellyache last night, which is something I'm going to discuss in this post today. And I'm just a bit like a space cadet today. That's the best way I can describe it, really. If I have a migraine, I tend to find that I'm just a little bit sensitive the day after. My vision is sensitive, my head's a bit sensitive. I have just to be a little bit more aware, really, of what I'm doing in a day. And just to say, for me, that the HRT has stopped a lot of my symptoms. Or not stopped, that's wrong actually. It's reduced a lot of my symptoms. But I still tend to get hormonal migraines when or around the time that I should be or would be menstruating. So if I'm on a period or due to have a period, I tend to have migraines one or two before and one or two sort of 5-6 days later. But compared to where I was and compared to where I started, to have a migraine last night after 11 days was not bad going. Albeit I'd like to get rid of them altogether, but it's not bad going. And today, really, I just want to talk to you about my menopause urban myths. There was a few which I suppose I didn't realise why I was on the menopause, because I'd never really done much research on it. I thought it was too young, and I just want to discuss them with you so you're just more aware, really, because I just think awareness is key. The first thing is that you tend to follow the hormonal cycle of your mum. Now, that definitely wasn't the case for me. My crazy mother started a period when she was 11 years old and didn't start the menopause until she was 52. And she had none of the symptoms that I had, none whatsoever. In fact, she said she went to the doctors just to be diagnosed, really. So they diagnosed her with the menopause, gave her HRT. She said they handed them out like it was candy at the time. She said she only took them for 3 months. They made her boobs grow 2 bra sizes bigger and she felt like she was going to fall over. So she stopped taking them and took whatever herbal supplement was there at the time. I think like the Menopause we get now is, I think it was a supplement like that. And she said all she had was maybe 1 or 2 flashes a day, but nothing debilitating like I have had. So my mum's experience and mine have been completely different. I didn't start my period until I was 13, and I was peripausal at 41, menopausal at 43, going into 44. So my experience of being far removed from my mum. So that was one myth, really, that I just wanted to discuss with you, because I think if you're aware of it, you can just be pre-warned, really, and just be more aware of your body and your body's changing. The other thing, the other myth for me, that I genuinely thought the menopause hit women in their 50s. That's, in my early 40s, there was nothing inside me that thought that I was menopausal. I just thought it was a thing that didn't happen to women until they were sort of mid-50s. I got friends that have had children at my age. I'm 46, 47 next month. But I've got friends of mine, and a couple of them, that have had children at my age. So when I first was feeling ill and I had all the migraines where I was severely bad, there was nothing that made me think that it was the menopause, because I genuinely thought I was too young to be on the menopause. So I just want to discuss that and just explain that to you, because I think if you're not feeling right and you've had any of the symptoms that I've discussed, I think that it's just good for you to go to the doctor and get a blood test. The good thing about the menopause is it's just a simple blood test. I had a blood test, I believe, when I was about 41, and they told me I was peripausal, which was the first time I'd ever heard of that word, because I wasn't looking at the menopause, so I certainly wasn't looking at peripausal. And my doctor just threw me out of her office and said this could go on for the next 15 years. So I didn't understand that really either. And the final thing that I want to talk about today is periods, because I genuinely thought the menopause was when your period stopped, which definitely isn't the case. Up until about 8 or 9 months ago, my periods were regular as clockwork. I never took a contraceptive pill for probably 15 plus years. My husband had a vasectomy before we met, so I just didn't need to take any hormonal contraception pills, so I chose not to take anything. So, but my periods were as regular as clockwork, even up until about 9 months ago. And that's where I've changed, which is why I want to discuss this today, because this has happened this month. And then overnight, it just literally changed. I could go 2 months without a period, and then have a 10-day period, or skip a period and then have a 2-day period. It's just been, again, out of control and very erratic, the joys of these lovely hormones that are going on in our bodies. But this month, it has just been totally the opposite way. So I had a period on the 9th of August, and that was for around about 5 days, and I came back on my period 2 days ago. So there is just no method or madness with what goes on here with regards to your periods and how your body and your hormones kind of adjust to that. And that is just something that I wanted to discuss with you. And also, one of my friends' mums, I was talking to, about these kind of issues. She said to me that her mum was having a period until she was 69 years old. Now, praise the Lord. I've had nearly every symptom of the 30 menopause symptoms. That don't happen to me, because that would just be cruel on another level. But obviously it happens, and I just want women to be aware of that, really, because I think the more information you have at your hands, the better prepared that you can be. I hope that I've helped you again today, and thank you again for your continued support.